You want to get a raise? I'm going to show you how you can get a raise in sales right now. And if you're the sales manager, I'm going to show you what you can do to keep your best salespeople happy when they come to you looking for more money. Hi, I'm Dave Lorenzo. This is the Dave Lorenzo Daily, and this is episode 2 in our 5-part series on sales compensation. I want you to get a raise. If you're a salesperson, I want you to make more money. And if you're the sales manager, I want you to keep your people fired up and happy so that they don't go down the street to the competition. So we're going to talk about ways that you as a salesperson can get more money. And we're going to also talk about ways that you as a sales manager can achieve your goals while keeping your team absolutely thrilled. The first thing everyone needs to think about when it comes to sales is that there are no hard and fast rules. Mr. Sales Manager, Mrs. Sales Manager, Mr. Entrepreneur, Mrs. Entrepreneur, Mr. Big Company Executive, throw the rules out the window when it comes to your sales team, because you have to find a way to keep your best people engaged, and if you don't, somebody else is going to do it. I promise you that's true. Here's the interesting thing. I've worked with some of the largest companies in the world, and they tell me our compensation structure has to be fair and consistent, but the minute their top salesperson wants to walk out the door, that sales compensation is adjusted. That's right, the sales compensation, poof, magically changes to make sure the best person doesn't leave. Why? If your best salesperson is worth 10, 20, 50, $100 million, and there are salespeople out there who are worth that much to a company, are you going to make an exception? You damn straight you are. So don't kid yourselves. You have people out there you can't afford to lose. You can adjust your comp plan to take care of them. Now, salespeople, sales professionals, sales executives, account managers, account leaders, whatever your title is, you only get more money if you deliver additional value. The compensation plan you receive right now is the one you agreed to when you signed up for this role. You need to be delivering value over and above your current compensation plan to merit more money. Don't think you're going to walk in the manager's office with a gun and a mask and say, "Give me more money because I'm going to leave." Because that's the quickest way to find yourself out on the street starting from scratch in a new company. Let's face it, you don't want to do that. The company doesn't want you to go. So here are some things you can do to get more money and the company can do to keep you happy. The first thing is you have to keep track of the value you're delivering. If you're just delivering value that you're getting paid to deliver right now, the compensation is absolutely fair. It's equitable. You're paid to do a certain thing. You're paid to develop business. If you're the top person in the company, you're doing your job, and that's great. If you're the top person in your company and you go out and you consistently recruit 10, 15, 20 new salespeople to come into the company, that's over and above what you're getting paid to do. You may be able to get some additional compensation because you're really good at stuff that's outside of the role that you're currently getting paid to do. If you deliver $100 million in revenue and you're also out there creating strategic alliance partnerships with other companies, you're delivering the revenue, that's part of your job. The strategic alliance partnerships, that's over and above. You're delivering additional value. That's where you can get paid additional compensation. I'm going to give you some things to think about as a sales professional to leverage your opportunities to make more money. And I also want you sales managers to think about these things as a way to offer your salespeople more money for delivering more value. Before we do that, you have to realize what value means. First, value means additional revenue for the company. Second, value means helping your manager succeed. Third, value means helping everyone else on the team grow so that the manager succeeds and the company receives more value in return. So 1 and 2 are separate, but 3 encompasses both. So if you want to make more money, you got to deliver more revenue to the company, you have to help your manager succeed, and you have to help the team as a whole grow. I've seen too many arrogant salespeople trying to get more money when all they're doing is selling themselves and elbowing everybody else out of the way. I've seen too many arrogant people try to get more money by stepping on the neck of the manager and throwing him or her under the bus. It doesn't work that way. You get more money when the company makes more revenue as a result of what you're doing, when the manager succeeds as a result of what you're doing, and when the team grows as a result of what you're doing. Here's what you can do if you're delivering that kind of value. Number one, you can potentially negotiate a higher commission rate on types of business that are more difficult to obtain. So for example, if your company's trying to break into a new industry and you have a strategic alliance partnership with someone, maybe from another job or maybe that you just developed through hard work, you can go to your boss and you can say, listen, I know we've been trying to get into the oil and gas industry. I have a way to sell to the oil and gas industry that nobody else in the company's thought of. I'm going to deliver $10 million in value. I want 5% commission instead of 2% commission because the company hasn't found a way to break into that industry. That's a way that you can leverage the opportunity to break into a new market and potentially get a higher commission percentage. The company doesn't have that business now. It's technically not your territory now, but you have the ability to break into it. The company might be interested in that. The second thing you can do is you can talk about how you take your relationships and grow the relationships and keep them over time. So you could potentially get a longevity bonus. You could go into your boss or to the company executives and say, for every client account that I keep longer than 5 years, I'd like $10,000 at the end of the year. And the company would be excited about that because maybe their average tenure for a client relationship is 6 or 7 years. So your focus is going to be not only to call on new accounts, but also to take your existing accounts and keep them engaged for a longer period of time. Longevity bonus or client lifetime value bonus is a great way to deliver value to your company over and above what you're currently doing and to also make more money yourself. Another way you could go into your boss and talk about ways to make more money, or another way you, Mr. Sales Manager, could compensate your really good people is to come up with a territory volume bonus. Let's say you work in private jet sales, private aircraft sales, and you usually sell 2 or 3 aircraft over the course of a year. You could go to your boss and you could say, if I sell 6 aircraft in a year, I would like a bonus of $100,000. Now, the company's going to realize a significant amount of revenue from selling those additional aircraft, and potentially your clients might not make a decision in December, they might wait till January, but maybe there are some things you can do through hustle, through relationship capital. You can get them to commit to those orders in December, would be better for the company, and it would be better for you. You can negotiate a territory volume bonus, a volume bonus for selling 6 aircraft instead of 4 or 5 aircraft in a year, and people would be happy with that. The company would be thrilled to pay you that additional bonus. This works in car sales as well. Many dealerships have a bonus where if you go over 15 or 20 or in a big car store 30 cars in a month, you get an additional $500 or $1,000 for that month. That is another great way for you to push yourself to go from 25 to 30 cars in addition to the regular compensation plan. So territory volume bonuses are other ways for you to think about growing your commissions, and it's another way for you as the sales manager to give more money to people who are killing themselves to make value-added services a priority in their day. The fourth way to focus on growing your money, getting yourself a raise if you're a salesperson, is to think about product volume bonuses. If there is a particular product that leads to added value for the company, you as a sales manager can offer your salespeople the opportunity to make more money for selling that product. Maybe give an additional commission for that product, or maybe give a one-time sales bonus for selling that product. You as a salesperson can pick the product that you consider to be the dog in the batch and say to your boss, listen, I will sell the hell out of that product, but it's going to take a lot of work to do it. So I'd like the bonus on that product to be $10,000 at the end of the year if I sell X number of units. Or I'd like the commission to be 1% higher than everything else because I'm going to have to work that much harder to build up the momentum to sell this. It makes sense to the company because it's added value. It makes sense to you because you're going to have to work harder to get that done. So a product volume bonus is another way to go. Still, another way to make more money and get a raise as a sales professional is to recruit and or train new salespeople. You're out on the street all day long. You're running into people in your industry all day long. Bring them on board in your company. That's work your manager doesn't have to do, and it's added value for the company, and it helps the team improve. So recruiting people or training and onboarding people can help in two ways. You can negotiate an override on their commissions if you're recruiting and training them. You can negotiate a referral bonus if you're bringing them on board. You may even be able to negotiate both if you want. These types of things, bringing people on board, make your manager's life easier. They make the company a better place to work, and they help elevate the team. That's the definition of a win-win. That's where you get a raise. The final way you may be able to grow your dollars in your pocket and get a raise is by negotiating a longer clawback period on your commissions. If you work on a draw program, you could say, listen, I'm not going to ask you for more money because I don't want to do that. All I'm looking for is for you to calculate my draw over 90 days, calculate the clawback period over 90 days versus over 30 days. What does that do? That gives you the opportunity to make that money and exceed that clawback over a longer period of time. If you're compensated on a draw clawback system, you can calculate that draw over a longer period. You have more time to make up the money. You have more time before they come looking to take that money back. I've just given you 6 different ways to get a raise as a sales professional. And if you're a sales manager, I've just given you 6 ideas for how you can take care of your best people. There should be absolutely no need for you to ever hit the streets. There should be absolutely no need for your salespeople to ever leave if you do the right thing, and it's a win-win for the company and for the sales professional. Every sales professional has the opportunity to get a raise. These 6 things are ways you can do it. I'm Dave Lorenzo, and we're back here every day with another sales tip. This is video number 2 in a 5-video series on sales compensation. Join me right back here again tomorrow for the next edition of the Dave Lorenzo Daily. And I hope in the meantime you do this and sell more.